this nonsense.
But here's what I say. If everybody's coming, then who cares? Who cares whether it's a bad thing or a good thing? If there's orgasms involved for everybody, who cares?
I didn't know which word you were using. I'm like, where are we going?
Wait a second. I saw you look at the exit.
Oh, he's using that word.
You're like my dog. Want to go outside?
Where are we going? Everybody's coming? I'm in.
Jack, you want to go outside?
Is Gary going? I love that guy. Who's coming? Everybody?
No, I meant coming in a sexual way.
No, I got it now.
So what I'm saying is, it's like that old joke. Why do men come first?
What?
Who cares? That's the joke.
Right.
So as long as women are getting off and men are getting off, why do we need to analyze it so much?
Because the women who wrote this and conducted the survey
have never had an orgasm ever.
No, it's very cobwebby.
Well, maybe if they would have more sex instead of typing out these wordy articles. Because they're at home typing away. Honey, come to bed. I just have to finish this, you prick.
It's just anger.
Yeah, it's just pure anger.
It's just misplaced anger.
Yeah.
Because you haven't had it knocked loose in a while.
At all.
Go home and talk to whoever's responsible for
and just say, listen, I every now and then I need the speakers blown. All right, I need.
You're right.
I need the dust just blown out once in a while.
Yeah,
and then I won't have to write these angry articles at Cosmo.
Yeah, the person is obviously angry about working at Cosmo too.
Yeah,
because she's trying to confuse me with all.
And also because it's not 1982 anymore when Cosmo was a big deal.
Or when magazines were read.
People would buy magazines. So she makes a bad career choice, doesn't get laid, and then takes it out on men.
On us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
reader.
And I might add that when it comes to making that happen, I do yeoman work. I am in there like I'm punching a clock. I'm working hard. I'm giving it my all until it's time to clock out.
Yeoman?
Yeoman work.
Yeoman.
Yeah, you ever heard that? Yeoman. Yeoman work.
Yo, man.
No, not yo, man. I'm not little boozy.
Little bumpus?
Yeoman work.
Yeoman.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
No, yeoman.
Yeoman.
What does it mean?
It means like working hard would be a yeoman work.
Are there people? Are there yeomans? Are they like a tribe?
There could be a tribe of yeomen.
Were they a hardworking people?
Obviously,
they
were
drifters, or were they centrally located somewhere? Is there a region called Yeoman?
All right, yeoman's work. Here it is. All right, I'm looking up yeoman's work right now. Right. I'm getting the definite. By the way, yeoman's work service, very good, hard, and valuable work that someone does, especially to support a cause, to help a team, etc. They've done yeoman's work in raising money for the organization. So it's someone who works hard.
But what's the origin? It's got to be, there had to be a tribe of yeomans.
All right. What does a yeoman do? A yeoman is an enlisted person within the United States Navy that performs administrative and clerical work. All right. That's the naval term.
Okay.
All right.
But that comes from somewhere.
A yeoman is also a journeyman.
So it is a drifter.
Was a member of a social class in the late medieval to early modern England. In early recorded uses, a yeoman was an attendant in a noble household, such a title as Yeoman of the Chamber, Yeoman of the Crown, Yeoman Usher, King's Yeoman, Yeoman Orders, Yeoman of the Guard.
And they just wander and work? Like, what's the beauty of drifting around in life is not having to do shit. So these yeomans, they provided valuable services. They worked hard. All I'm saying is that when I'm with a woman, you're doing yeoman's work,
and it usually starts off with me going, "Yo, man,
yo, man,"
when I try to pick him up.
Want some yeoman's work?
Wow, this is the most.
Feet just touched while I was literally doing a humping motion, just because I was really in the moment there.
Yeah.
That messed with my head.
To be fair, I didn't have an orgasm.
Here's number 4.
I've told guys that their hair looks cool. Hey, that's a cool haircut.
Yeah.
And said to guys, wow, that's a nice hat or whatever.
Sure.
But I've never said to a guy, wow, you look great.
Yeah, you look fantastic. What have you been up to?
You were so hot.
Is it those biotics, those probiotics that you're taking?
I've never once ever complimented a guy. Ever. Ever. And nor do I intend to.
Clear.
I just want to be really clear.
That you've never complimented a man.
No, not on anything. No.
Yeah, like, hey, nothing like, hey, that's a beautiful penis.
No, I've never said that. No.
Nothing.
I've never once said, can I get a closer look at that?
Can I get a whiff?
Come here. Get closer.
You know what? That's a funny thing. You ever see the movie Baby Boy with Tyrese?
No.
I know that was like the dumbest question I could have asked.
All the movies you bring up, I've never seen.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was Taraji P. Henson was in the movie and played his girlfriend, and she wanted to know if he was cheating.
Right.
And she said, come here, let me smell your dick.
Wow.
And I was like, that's aggressive. I've never heard of that before.
No.
Women should be smelling more dicks, I feel like.
Yeah, but...
I mean, if you really want to know,
right.
If he's fresh in off the street, smell a dick.
It makes sense.
Yeah, give it a whiff.
Not that I've ever cheated on anyone, but I would think that the first thing you would do is want to wash up after you were done.
Yeah, this guy's scrubbing up right now as we speak. Depends on when you're listening to it.
Gentlemen, just carry some baby wipes with you.
If you're fresh off a cheat, don't be like Tyrese and Baby Boy.
No.
Scrub your dick, because she's going to want to smell it when you get home.
Scrub.
Everybody's making dick smelling plans right now, I feel like.
Even as we speak. So guys like, baby, I got to go home early tonight. Why? I got to wash my dick.
I've never thought of that. And that scene from that movie shook me for the rest of my life.
Yes.
I said, well, I've been sheltered. That's the word.
That's sheltered.
My whole life.
You know what? I blame my parents.
Yeah. There were no dick-smelling conversations in our house.
Not once. We barely had the birds and the bees talk.
My dad never said, hey, if you're going to cheat on your wife or girlfriend, make sure you scrub up.
Make sure you're fresh down there. She
might smell your dick.
Make sure you're fresh down there. We should do a whole line of man products for smelling fresh.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that would be great.
We're experts at that.
And then the commercial would be like a guy and his son walking down the beach.
Always.
Son, did you ever not feel quite so fresh after you've been with a woman? And then you have to go home to your real woman.
Right.
You're with your piece on the side. And you're about to go home to the same woman you've been with forever and ever. But you still want to smell fresh.
Right.
Gee, Dad, what should I use?
What do you call it? I've got my head smoking right now trying to figure it out. All I know is they share a Werther's at the end of the commercial.
No. They're like two dogs and they smell each other's.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
Cinco.
They've done it. They have finally done it. My two heroes, Ray and Wilma Yoder, 80 years old, of Goshen, Indiana. They've done it.
Yoder.
They've done it.
Done it, you have. Indiana, you live.
Where do you live in Indiana?
Yoder. Indiana. Indiana, you live. Hoosiers.
Go way, Yoders.
Hoosiers in Indiana.
Do people even know that we're doing Yoda?
We're not very good at accents or impressions.
Or voices.
Anyway. If this were an impressionist show, it would suck.
We'd be on 1 week.
Yeah.
How was the impressionist show? They didn't do one.
Right.
They did maybe Yoda and maybe a black guy.
Hey, Frank Caliendo started a podcast, really ran out of gas after the last 10 minutes. First 10 minutes.
Yeah, they do Yoda and a black guy. Those are the only impressions.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Donald Trump. There's really 50 impressions in the entire world. Does Caliendo do a podcast? If he does, he's got to be fucking exhausted.
Because every week, so then he ends up. Frank, who was that? That was the guy that bagged my groceries for me.
He comes on the radio show sometimes and he murders for 6 minutes.
Yeah,
but what are you going to do?
You know what you should do next time he's on? You should keep him on for 8 minutes and see what happens.
Just hear the sweat dripping through the phone.
Anyway, don't you want to know who these people?
Yeah, the Yoders.
No, they're
the fucking Yoders.
I got a headache. Ray and Wilma Yoder. They have now visited every Cracker Barrel restaurant in America.
That's why I took a dirt road on their name, because I had heard this story, and it just upset me to no end that people could be that stupid.
Yeah, they flew west last weekend to Oregon to visit their 645th Cracker Barrel. It was the grand opening in Oregon, and it happened to be Ray's 81st birthday. Mr. Yoder.
Birthday it is.
Ray, is today your birthday?
Birthday it is. Eat cake, I will.
but it's Cracker Barrel, so it would be
gravy and biscuits.
Anyway,
oh, God.
Anyway, so they put up a sign, happy birthday, and Ray had blueberry pancakes. Wilma had eggs and sausage. All expenses were paid by Cracker Barrel. Well, see, that's bullshit. Of course you're going to visit a place.
They're sponsored.
If they're paying for everything.
They're sponsored.
I will go to every shit restaurant in America if people are paying me to go there.
And that is a shit restaurant. I'll get back to that. Please continue.
Although they began 40 years ago, their quest began 40 years ago when Ray delivered RVs across the country for coachmen. So even then he was getting paid to travel, because he would have to deliver an RV to whoever bought it, and they would stop at Cracker Barrel on the way, and they liked the food and they liked the atmosphere, and they decided to visit every Cracker Barrel in America.
And then his wife said she was scared, or she's not scared. And he said,
"You will be. You will be."
I fucked up the setup, though.
But the best part is when they went into the Cracker Barrel, he was riding on her back, and she was doing
flips. She was fascinated with his flashlight.
And then they came out, and the RV was covered in water. So he tried to lift the RV out. Anyway, their quest isn't over. They have two more next year. There's one opening in two more opening in Oregon. What is with Oregon and the Cracker Barrel? So one's opening in Beaverton, Oregon, and in Jansen Beach, Oregon. And so they're taking another trip out west
very soon. Soon we travel to see Cracker Barrel.
So the CEO of Cracker Barrel saw two old people killing themselves with their food. And they saw the finish line. He's like, I'm putting out two more.
Here's the beauty, because once they visited the final two, they are then going to start and visit every heart specialist in America, trying to find a cure for eating a Cracker Barrel for over 40 years.
Cracker Barrel is infuriating to me. And here's why Cracker Barrel is infuriating.
I can never find the actual dining room, because there's so much crap in the gift shop.
So much to be pissed off about with Cracker Barrel. One, the food sucks. Big strike one. Number two is exactly what you're talking about. They have that tourist trap fucking souvenir shop in the front that's all eye level for kids. It's all plastic junk that costs $6.99 a piece.
Yep.
And it just enrages me. Then they sell that stupid fucking furniture outside. They're trying to sell you shit before you even get to the crappy meal. And you're never in a Cracker Barrel by your own personal choice. You're on a vacation with a group of people that have made a group decision. You were outvoted, so now you have to sit through this shit. The last time Cracker Barrel came up, what I just said times 50 to my wife, and she's like, you know what you need to do is calm down. All I mentioned was two words, Cracker Barrel, and you went crazy.
How many times have you eaten at Cracker Barrel?
Too many.
Really?
Because there was it was with my ex-wife's family. We used to go down to Myrtle Beach, and so I forget who in the group liked it. So once a year, we'd make the Mecca to the classiest place in America, Myrtle Beach, and we had to go to the Cracker Barrel like it was fine dining, because I forget who wanted to go. Terrible food, terrible experience. I hate being outvoted on meals. We ended up, when my wife brought it up, I went on this whole Cracker Barrel rant. And I said, absolutely not fucking happening. And she's like, calm down, please, take a breath. Where would you like to go? I said, anywhere. Look around.
Yeah.
We'll eat at Exxon. I don't care. Then Red Robin appeared, like in the distance. And it looked like an oasis. We went right there.
I like Cracker Barrel.
Oh! No, you're part of the problem.
No, and I'm just not going to... And I've only eaten at it a couple of times, but they make a pretty good sausage, biscuit, and gravy.
You know what I've never seen at Cracker Barrel?
What?
Crackers!
What about sitting at the tables?
Everywhere.
Dude, nothing but crackers go to that place.
All crackers. I hate that fucking place. Unless they start to sponsor the Smith and Milano show, then you're going to hear some glowing reviews.
And
about
we will
Cracker Barrel.
and we will sit and eat whatever they have to offer.
Red Robin, by the way, was awesome.
Red Robin is good.
Yeah,
Bob Evans is really good. I would take Bob Evans over Cracker Barrel.
Isn't Bob Evans the one that doesn't serve alcohol? I think it is.
Well, no. Why would they? Cracker Barrel doesn't serve alcohol either.
No.